Good morning. It is Thursday, July the 24th, 25th, I believe, 2024. I just want to show you. It's been raining off and on, like not all day, off and on the last 3 days. Look at this. Last 2 days. So you know that I am an educator in the Houston area, and so I have been trying last couple of days, been applying for different positions in the area. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very excellent teacher. I'm always over prepared. When I have time, I'm not. Last interview I did okay because I only had like a few hours to prepare for it. So but I'm excellent. I always go overboard to do a really wonderful job. Look at my little outfit. Isn't this cute? By the way, isn't it my little purse so cute? Matching my little purple outfit. But I always have been go overboard to a great job. I'm always extra prepared, unless it's not normal circumstances. This is something because I don't have much time and I want to be real quick. But just to sum it up, like I've always been a very, very, very excellent teacher, even better recently. Like I said, there's certain times when I haven't been as great because I was just acclimating myself back into the system. I've been substituting for several years. And so, but once I got back in there, what I'm saying? Like even when I first came to HISD, school district I was at before, I was, came in early, winter trains I didn't have to take. I was one of the first teachers there in the morning, every single morning. I would get up at 5:15 every single morning. That's how dedicated I was because I really wanted to give my students the mastery of the instruction. I'm trying to go fast because I don't know how many minutes I have on this phone. Is I really want to just prepare them and give them the foundation they need so they can prepare for their future, for their destinies, they can prepare for STAR tests, and so that they could become the excellent citizens that we're all required to prepare them for, which is what our philosophy is in many of these school districts. You look at their mission statement, it says many of those things, preparing our students to be excellent citizens in society, preparing our students to participate in the global community, preparing our students to be the moral citizens we all desire for them to be. What I'm saying? With our, right now with our, for our first African American woman president, about to take her nomination for the White House. That's what these missions and these goals are for. These districts sit down, these committee members sit down and make and create so that we can become the citizens that help make the world a better place. And I was just reading when I was getting ready for my interview the other day about leaders in the past that have done that. So the mission of the school district is what I'm trying to do, which is use my gifts and talents to be able to assist the next generation and be adequately prepared for their futures and their destinies. That's what I'm trying to do. But it's like similar to what was going on in my school district when I first came here. So I'm not going to prophesy negativity. I'm just believing God that it's going to work out for good. As a matter of fact, the principal I'm talking to right now, that I'm having an interview with this morning, that she just contacted me last night, she seems really, really nice. And all of them have been nice. I just don't know what's normal about it because it seems like to me, it's similar to what happened when I first showed up in Houston 2 years ago. The first week when I had open house, and I could tell based on what I was seeing that the kids didn't look very happy. That's why I can tell there was something going on before I got here. I can tell that because when I first showed up, just to sum it up, I'm trying to get negativity, but just to make a point, because obviously it's a problem. Like I don't want to prophesy that, but you have to be realistic. Like something is wrong because when I first showed up, like I could tell when I had an open house that the kids, they didn't really look happy to me. Like I didn't really pay attention to it. The particular kids I was working with in my third grade position, I didn't really pay attention to it. And I really want to get into that because I don't want to prophesy negativity, but you need to face, sometimes you need to face things just to be able to, so you can deal with them. That's what the leaders are supposed to do. Deal with them adequately and then move forward so that the best possible solution can occur in a situation. So just sum it up, the first week when I just noticed that, and I didn't think about it until afterwards, after stuff started happening. And then I was like, wow, there was something going on when I first got here. I don't know if because I go to Lakewood, I'm a Christian. I don't know, multiple means I'm professional, African American, I'm relatively attractive. I'm very, very good. What I'm saying? There's multiple meanings going on that I believe is, multiple meanings like racism and us issues as well going on with that, as well as other things going on. And obviously right now, I can tell that it's an issue, I get, apparently. In the spirit realm, maybe. In the natural realm, I'm not necessarily sure. But what I'm trying to say is that it's something that's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, because that's what these four founders of our country have, that's what these core values are for. That's what we're supposed to do as school district employees. We're supposed to be adequately prepared and be the excellent citizens to be able to prepare our students, the next generation, to rise up and take their place and fulfill their dreams and their destiny. So I'm just was trying to do really in a really excellent manner, like my curriculum hours have done, the most effective strategy to use, and my stories, my songs, my lesson plans, my games, my skills, well, based on what we're required to do as educators. So that's what I'm like, I'm only doing and was only trying to do what I was supposed to do. But I told God, I'm like, the same thing I said to him at the end of my school year when I left my old school district, when I got that settlement, it worked out for my favor because I approved my case, and I believe I approved my case very, very well because I had video evidence and stuff. Not to get into negativity, but just to make that point, because it was obvious, because there were some parts you would look at it if you came in the wrong moment and you would see that it wouldn't be perfect because I was constantly putting out fires all day and there was just a lot going on. There was a lot of confusion. So I did the best I could under the circumstances. But to sum it up, so I really just believe in God that he'll work it out. But I told him, I said, you know what? I don't have to, once again, I would never, ever, ever want to go in an environment where I'm not valued, appreciated, and loved and respected for the wonderful, amazing person that I am, child of God. Like, if it's best possible solution, give me my salary. Give me my salary, help me move on. I'm also doing my own business. I'm trying to do that and get that off the ground, everything like that. Work that out one way or the other. Just give my salary and get over it because I can go on and do other things. I have projects I could be working on. I can still help online, you know what I'm saying? Get my teaching videos and all that and everything and assist teachers at one. Or maybe I could just leave teaching completely. Like, I don't care. Like, the method, the outcome does not matter to me as long as all parties involved that want to do the right thing for the children. Most importantly, that's the most important issue going on here. So whatever the issue is going on that's preventing that from happening, I'm great. Like, if the kids, if they're going to be fine, they're going to be okay, then that's fine with me. Like, give me my salary, work it out, something, and I get my salary to move on with my life and do what I need to do to take care of me. Because why would I want to do that? Why would I want to environment where I'm not valued, amazing, wonderful Christian, person that I am? Like, we ain't doing that. So anyway, so much is going on with that. And so Lakewood pretty much treats me well for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I can't see what's going on. Like I said, I know how they treat me for the most part. And for the most part, they treat me pretty well. So I can't see what's going on behind the scenes for that. But yeah, I can't see what's going on with that, but I just know that that's already done. So I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, so the point I'm trying to say is that however God works out, I really don't care, like, the best possible solution. As a matter of fact, I said I might even leave Texas and go back to where I came from. I have family members, like, whatever, God works it out for me. But he told me yesterday I'm Abraham about that. He told me he wants to stay in Texas. He confirmed to me in the spirit realm. So he wants me to be here. I'm like Abraham. Remember, God told Abraham. So summing up, what's possible solution? Best possible solution. I don't really care as long as it works out for our parties involved. But I was thinking to myself, it might be better for me to go back to my old school, which is what I did contact them about that a couple of days ago as a possibility. And I have told them that all along. Like, I'm looking at it from a leader perspective, from a historical perspective, because that's what happens when leaders come in and they make changes, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what I was doing other than being an excellent teacher, which we're all supposed to do anyway. But that's what happens when leaders, they make changes. It changes things. It's like, if I was looking at that lesson I was doing, that interview I was doing about social studies the other day, and I was looking at the historical people throughout history. Sam Houston, for example, and Stephen Austin, all these people in Texas who, the Mexican Revolutionary War and America's independence, and all these African Americans as prominent leaders that changed things that were the norm, like even with the civil rights movement and with the American Revolution, that changed the norm. So it's like a shift. You have to kind of get used to that change. Kind of like people have to catch up with you, so to speak, accurately on that. Like for example, what's going on with the African American president right now, woman president, because we had, Barack Obama. So it's like a shift in the way things are done, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, maybe obviously I must have been doing something that's a problem. So maybe it might be a shift in the way people have been used to doing things. So if that's the case, then maybe it might be a good thing for me to go back to my old school. Like, I think that might be smart, because if this weather has been like this, I mean, I guess that when Miss Marys, it was a little bit nice when I was out. But the last 3 days I've been interviewing, it's been like this. And, we had that storm that was going on recently. And plus, I'm also trying to be on the, so summing up real quick and everything. I'm trying to also be on the praise worship team at Lakewood Church as well, do my Message Believe for it at Lakewood. I've been waiting to hear from them about that as well. So, but Lakewood has really, really, really been a pivotal assistance in the middle of all of this. That's why I love them so much. So it's kind of like, maybe, I don't know, I give them a little bit of grace like God gave David. David said, one of your children will always be on my throne after this, just to sum it up. But anyway, so they've been pretty wonderful to me for the most part. And just what I'm trying to say, so I don't know about that. So to sum it up, like I said, but it may be a better strategic, because, it's a difference between the two. Like, I'm telling you, there's a big difference between the two. So I just summed it up, just to sum it up. There's a big difference between the two situations going on here. Big difference. So to sum it up, so anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't mind necessarily going back into my old school, which is why I contacted my school district about a week ago about that. I wouldn't necessarily mind that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lakewood is starting to act a little bit like that, you know what I'm saying, somewhat, but not really. I mean, tell them the truth. Like, no, not really, but okay. I mean, they're not responding to my request to be on the praise and worship team and do my Message Believe for it, but I still would get treated pretty well, like what? So whatever. I'm saying, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I'll be willing to go back to my school to work with my former students and this fifth grade teacher, which is what I stated to the district like a week ago. I told them I would be willing to do that. So yeah, I would be willing to do that. I've told them that a week ago. I responded to them. I said, if you guys want me to come back, then if they would be willing to do that. I'm Abraham. Remember, I'm Abraham. I'm Abraham to the cows come home up in here. I'm Abraham. That will be a blessing to them in any district that hires me. It'll be a blessing. I'm Abraham. God told me that many, many times. So Signs, Miracles, and you have to sum it up, you know what I'm saying, accurately, praying for, accurately. So anyway, so Some enough. Sorry, this is a lot. I'm just gonna cut off. So I know that in the end, prophesy the power of life and death is in your tongue, and you should eat the fruit thereof. And I know that all things work together for good. Those who love God, those are called according to His purpose. In the end, it's gonna be great. In the end, it's gonna be great. So I just leave it at that. So let me get ready for this interview I got called last night for. Hopefully I do well. She seems really sweet though. All of them have been really nice. So that's why I don't know what's wrong about it. Maybe there's technology. Maybe they've been trying to contact me and they haven't been able to get through or something. I don't know. So anyway, God's gonna work it out for good.